Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is Junaid. Yes. We've got the beta version of the app here in the mix in the studio. I've got 6 simultaneous streams happening between Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn, which is really cool because you can go, again, horizontal and vertical depending on where you show up. So let me see what this looks like. Let's see. This is Google Chrome, pulling up LinkedIn horizontal. And then I'm going to try and see what it looks like on LinkedIn. Which is really cool because you can go. So on LinkedIn, it just shows me the vertical, or sorry, the horizontal. Let me see what this looks video. Like. Which is pretty cool. I mean, to be able to dual stream to different platforms, it's really nice. But let's take a look what it looks like on Facebook. Profile. Let's see, my profile, home profile. Tap on the thing. It shows me full screen. So maybe depending on who's looking at it, might be different. But it's been a minute. I'm excited to be here. I know I've been quiet on the forefront of where I've been. Super busy with creating something brand new for podcast hosts. And I keep asking, hey, I'm looking for a podcast host who might want to beta test this software. And I'm falling a little behind because I do need to create some tutorial videos. So I am I want to be on the hook for it. So please keep me accountable for that. Like, hey, Junaid, where's those demo videos you were talking about? Send it over, because it's going to help you to understand what this app is actually doing. So if I were to read my own website, right? So what is it? Here's the concept. What if one conversation could power months of content? Yep, we've been preach that for a long time by Gary Vaynerchuk, but we don't really get to do it. What if your best conversations are quietly leaking value? And that's something that I've actually experienced because I've interviewed so many people over the years. And I'm like, okay, where did the conversation go? What happened next? How do I continue doing this? But here's the problem that I was looking to solve, right? And tell me if you feel the same. Number one, here's the problem. Your production, this thing that we're doing right now, your guests, and your promotional content live in disconnected tools. Tell me if you drop a 1 or a 2 or 3, depending on what do you feel pulled to, right? So the question is it production and guests in the same platform? Maybe. Or is your promotion and your production in the same platform? Maybe. Or are they in disconnected platform? Because tell you the truth, for the past 6 years that I've been podcasting, I've been using many different platforms, right? I've got JR up in here saying dropping in 2. Yes, it's 2 different platforms, 2 different places. And staying off the grid is not off the grid because they're actually on the grid watching these comments on their YouTube. And they're like, who is this guy? But regardless, the power of technology that where we're at, it absolutely blows my mind what we're able to do. So here's my buddy JR. He's got 2 in here. Okay, so I'm playing with this vertical layout and the horizontal layout. So I don't know where people are coming from, but I'm just gonna pop this down here as well, and this over here. So the application, the problem is we are constantly being pushed around by these platforms. You're either creating content or you're either hiding content, and what that does is it just throws you off, right? There's so many different elements. So here's what my process looked like for the past, say, 6 years, right? So I invite the guest to a discovery call. We have a conversation, and then we book a time to record the conversation, the full podcast episode. So then they go back on the calendar, find a time that works for them. Then we book another call. And now this is the longer episode. So we record for, 45 minutes to an hour. And then we take that content and then we chop it up. We edit it. We upload it to the podcast platforms, the podcast host. And as it goes up there, it's now available for people to listen to. And then we got to go and email. We got to go put the content out on social media, images, quotes, reels, all sorts of things, right? So many different platforms this stuff is going out to. But the question is, how many apps are you using between this entire guest host journey, right? So what's that arc look like? So they start with creating the content, and hold on, let me check if the audio is muted. No, it's not muted because I could hear myself earlier. See my buddy. He's like, no tutorial. JR's like, where's my tutorial, brother? Bring it on. But yes, the tutorials are coming because, all right, so let me go back to my little rant that I was doing, right? So my question was, how many different tools are we using? How many different touch points do we have with the user, with the guest as a host? So for me, I've got the initial contact through email or through Podmatch. I'm like, hey, come be a guest on my show. They're like, all right, perfect. I'm going to jump in here. And then secondly, they're like, okay, now that I'm here, let's have a conversation so we understand what we're talking about. And they're getting these email reminders as soon as they book the call, then a week before the call's supposed to happen, then a day before the call's supposed to happen, then an hour before the call's supposed to happen. So they're getting these constant reminders. Then after the call is done, they get another email as a follow-up email. Now, this is especially if it's a discovery call. The follow-up email says, hey, thank you for booking this call. It was a really fun having a conversation with you. Come be a guest on the show. So now they get a link to come be a guest on the show, and they go and jump on. And I got to say hi to my buddy, James Hicks. What you working on, sir? I am trying this live stream business with little people in the house. And he had fallen asleep watching Spider-Man, and now he's awake. And he's like, where's my dad? I got to go find my daddy. Oh, come. There we go. Oh. So that's how many different touch points before the conversation even starts. So now we're having a conversation, we're recording this conversation with a person using Ecamm Live, using Zoom. And as you're doing that, you're like, okay, what's the next touch point? Well, the follow-up, like, hey, your episode is going to go live this week. Your episode is going to go live today. It's already went live last week. Did you share it? So these are all the different touch points, again, through email, through social media, that help them to say, hey, what's going on? Now, think about the different applications you're using to do all of these things. Sure, you've got your email marketing, You've got your calendar to understand. Okay, I gotta make sure that the people are coming on my calendar. Then you're using maybe Google Sheets or a Trello board to keep a track on where they're going. Huh? Which one? Which application were you using? We're using the sleep. The Three Little Big Story. Okay, so apparently, we were also talking about the Three Little Pigs story, and Issa loves that story because it shows the concept of resilience and actually go out and create those homes. It's very, very important. So the reason I'm mentioning about all of these different touch points is because think about it. You're jumping between one window to another window, and then you're trying to remember what kind of conversation did we actually have. And either you're going to watch the video back or listen to the audio back or read the transcription to know, hey, what did we actually talk about? What were the outcomes? Now, we are living in an era where if you're using Otter or Fathom or Read AI, like there's so many different tools that'll automatically tell you the summary. But the question is, are those things specifically designed to bring other people to come listen to the episode? Maybe. Most of the times they are. But still, the hardest thing is to stay on track. And even if you have a team member, and if you're publishing one episode a week, you have plenty of time to jump around and do the things. But let's say you're publishing 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes a week. If you have a daily show, like my buddy Mark Ronix in here, he's like, hey, if you're publishing 5 episodes a week, there's a lot of work that goes into producing, promoting, editing, like all of those things, even the pre-production work that goes into creating the content. Is like, okay, what's the outcome going to be? Like, what are we doing this for? So you got to really have that dialed in so that you're absolutely, crushing it. And it just makes sense. So the point of the matter is it's really important to have those things dialed in because it's going to help you stay on top of things. Now, the one thing that I learned from podcasting was that it enabled me to dig a little deeper because you're having an hour-long conversation with somebody uninterrupted, right? Sometimes you might have cute interruptions like this guy over here, but that's totally fine. By the way, happy Chinese New Year. We got the year of the fire horse. Everything's moving forward really fast. So I want to say happy New Year for you guys, for those celebrating the Chinese New Year. But what I wanted to show is I'm looking for a few podcasters, podcast hosts, in a few different buckets. So the number one bucket. You want me to watch Spider-Man?
Yeah.
You want me to watch you while you watch Spider-Man? So that's what we gotta do. We gotta go watch some Spider-Man. Now this is not just the regular Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man and the kids. What's that one? What's it called? What's it called? Issa, can you tell me? Oh, Spider-Man, Spidey and the Super Friends.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, we just figured it out. It's Spidey and the Super Friends on Disney Plus. So, anyways, long story short, if you are a podcast host, drop a link in here. I'll reach out to you with the invitation waitlist page, or I can just drop the page in here. Just head on over to here we go. Let me share the screen. Let's see if this is set up for it. Is it this
No.
They couldn't hear me. I totally forgot that this one was muted. Can you tell him hi? I'm gonna go see Spidey. There-
Hi, I'm going to see Netflix and Spidey.
He's gonna watch Netflix and Spidey, okay? And thank you for sharing.
Netflix, it's Netflix.
Netflix.
Nah.
I thought Spidey's on Disney.
Yeah, Spidey's on Disney
Oh,
Plus.
It's on Disney Plus. So what I was saying, Mark, is head on over to this page, www.poglu.com. I'll share the link in here. You can check out the features, the pricing, and click on join the wait list, and that will bring you to this page down here. Put in your information, and I'll send you a personal invite along with it, a tutorial video on how to set it up. And Gabe said he signed up yesterday. Thank you, Gabe. I appreciate you, my friend. I'm going to be sending you an invite so you can jump in and play around with the application. Ow, somebody's eating my ear. Somebody's eating my ear. Oh, my God. Don't eat my ear, Isa.
I'm trying to lick it.
Don't lick my ear. You're not a dog. So go sign up, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'll go into more detail of what this says. I got a little kind little person over here to take care of. Yeah, that's all I've got, and I forgot to lock this screen over here. He's tired. He's very tired. Okay, why don't you say goodbye to everyone, and then we can go upstairs. Over there. You gotta say goodbye over there.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone. We're gonna go eat some num num. That means rice. What is num num? Hey, you gotta tell them what num num is, because they don't even know what num num is. Are you gonna tell them? Is Daddy's ear really tasty? My friend is asking because you ate my ear. Is it yucky? All right, gentlemen and ladies, thank you so much for hanging out with us. And we will see you in another video. Take care, guys. Bye. Say bye.